Well, hello everybody. Welcome to TAN TV, the African American Network. We have a local feel with a global reach. You're watching Out of Bounds with myself, T Rex. The late man at the bottom is Big Henry. He was talking to an important person in our fraternity. You got the lovely Denise and the lovely Vonda at the top. Somebody said, "Hey, fan from Dallas."
Hey,
Is that
hey,
Chooks?
Hey, Dallas.
Dallas.
I don't think
Hey,
Chooks is
Dallas.
in Dallas.
Yeah, Chooks is
Dallas,
in
Dallas,
Dallas.
Dallas.
Dallas,
Yes,
Dallas, Dallas.
Dallas is consistent.
We
That's
love
not.
Dallas.
We like that.
Hey,
No,
Yeah.
that's Houston. That's consistent.
hey,
Th-
Dallas is catching up with y'all.
What's
Anyway,
up,
before we get
Vonda
started,
Denise?
hey, Henry.
What's up, T
Hey.
Rex?
what's up, man? What y'all think about this eclipse tomorrow? We love you back from Dallas. What y'all think about this eclipse tomorrow before we get started?
Man,
Mm.
I'm gonna tell you like a guy told me today. I got an eclipse every day. All I gotta do is go outside at midnight, and I don't see nothing.
You remember back when we was a kid, they said if you looked at it with a naked eye, it would blind you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember them saying that.
Well, I'm gonna
They
Somebody
made those
said,
glasses. They had those glasses.
yeah,
mm,
I'm gonna be watching with my coworkers. We're having a watch party
a,
in the
a watch
square
party.
and
I just
so we're
hope to
gonna
be
be,
awake when it happens. You know,
it's at noon, right?
well,
hey,
here
that's
in
my.
Georgia it's gonna be like three something, close to 3:30,
But
3:20 or
that'd be nap
something.
time for me. Anyway, we got somebody who wants to teach them how not to settle. So we're gonna figure
Mm.
that out. So today, everybody, that's what we're about to talk about. The ladies is gonna tell us why ladies don't settle, and Henry's and I are gonna ask questions like, why do men settle?
Mm.
So
Yeah.
with that being said, T Rex nap time. All right, I gotta go, man. Somebody said I I gotta go get this gray nap in real quick. So let's get this going, man. Hello, Laura. How you doing? So
Hey, Laura.
when you sit there and you wonder about it, now this then again, everybody, let's not say what you do. I know everybody like myself, we interview people. I do. Last night I was at the Delta's soiree and I asked a couple of Henry's frat brothers what was going on. And I asked some of the ladies there, about settling and did a little research on the internet. So I just want to know off the top of your head, why do people settle? Anybody can say. We just talking about people, not general sexes right now, just people. Why do people settle?
Um,
Some people think that that's not. There may not be anyone else they can get or anything, or they just tired. Of, some people just tired of look. I mean, dating, tired of looking. So they just say, "Hey, I'm just going to settle for this."
And some
I'm gonna
women are,
scratch that off my
I
list
think that's got a lot to do with it.
yes,
because that was a
some
good
women
one,
are.
and you got that one. That was a good one. Go ahead, Vonda. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Some women are of the opinion that a piece of man is better than no man at all. So I don't know
Is
why.
that okay?
And some are like getting older in age. They don't want to be considered an old maid and not have anybody. So if somebody, even like spends time with them or takes them out to eat or something simple like that, they kind of maybe latch on, thinking that that's the last, chance.
Hmm.
I got a lot of these points, man. I got a lot of these points, and I'm okay. I'm gonna start like this. One, she could be scared that she would be lonely for the rest
hmm
of her life. Two, she's afraid that she won't ever have children. Three, she's fearful that no one will take care of her when she's old and feeble.
Mhm.
Did somebody hit you? Because you muted yourself. You muted yourself. Wow, Henry. That's what somebody said. Wow, Henry. Wow, Henry.
You're on mute,
Now I
Henry.
can't hear you now. You're on mute. still on
We
mute.
can't hear you.
Well, till Henry come back, he had some good.
Somebody said, "Speak only for the men, not us." That's what somebody said.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Well, now that's a good thing to talk
Okay,
about.
what about
I
now?
think men.
Good.
Okay, we can hear you now. Go
Okay,
ahead,
Okay.
okay,
finish.
okay. Well, she said speak for the men, but I'm gonna hit it all. I just told you that. Okay, here's another one. She's nervous.
But don't take all of them, Henry. We got a whole show
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do.
yeah.
Don't take all of
She's
them.
nervous that once she turns 30 or worse, 40, her chances of marriage is non-existent. She's worried that she won't be loved for who she is. The best part of her life is whatever, you know, and she's concerned that others will look
Hmm.
down on her for not having a relationship. Some people, you get a lot of women um, can give advice about being in a relationship and they not in a relationship, So why take advice from
Did you
somebody
read that?
like that? You know what I'm
It said Tina proved that statement
Tina
wrong.
proved that message. Who's Tina,
Tina
man?
Turner, is that the one who they're talking
Tina
about?
Turner. I guess.
Tina proved that message, man. Well, Tina, that's a
Bye,
good that's a
bye,
good
bye,
approval.
Henry. Bye.
saying?
Blah blah.
Whoever said that, they're already showing that they part lamb anyway. You know what I'm saying?
That's just blah.
They part
It's
lamb,
still the
sheep.
same thing. Blah, blah,
Tina
blah.
Tina
Turner,
Turner is married.
right, Denise. Tina Turner married late. That's who they were. I thought that's
Yes,
who they
she
were.
did.
Eat the
Well,
cake, Tina.
my
Eat the
whole thing,
cake.
my
And
whole thing
man,
on that,
Don't
what
don't
why
do it.
men can wait, and I'm not saying that it's a good thing to wait, but men can wait. I found out recently, through interviews and talk to I don't want to say all my frat brothers, but even some of the guys at gym this week. I was asking them questions about it, and the older you could be a geek, in high school and college, and in your late 30s, you start turning into somebody sexy, and you can be in your late 50s, early 60s, and still get a good looking woman because because young women now are after older men.
and I'm happily
So
married for
I,
27 years. So I don't need you speaking for us, Henry. You guys are already trying to control our womb.
I'm just giving point.
not
I'm
the
not
two here.
trying to speak for them, okay, young lady. I'm just giving points on why people do what they do. And if you be realistic and realize you will actually agree with the things that I said. I'm just making it plain for you. I'm keeping it black and white.
Mhm.
Mm.
Well, I agree with you, Henry, and Miss Tina. I agree with you too. If you're already married, don't worry about it.
And Miss Laura said that we would rather be alone than settle. Mm-hmm.
I've got a
Yeah,
comment
that's
here. It
true.
says sometimes women can just uh, be desperate. We settle and tolerate all kinds of bull
That's
donkeys.
true.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's what somebody
But it's
said.
But
crazy
that
but true.
happens. That's
Right,
true.
Mm-hmm.
It
Hmm.
does happen.
Mm-hmm.
It does
right.
happen. But to not to talk to the viewers, but I want y'all to know, as a mature woman, people in the audience and the two ladies here, when I'm talking about mature, I'm talking about 40, 45 and above. Your game has to be really on point because 44 and below are chasing, I don't want to say chase, are pursuing or interested in the same man that you may be interested in. And men ain't always the brightest on the bunch. We'll do some stupid stuff like date a young woman and wake up next day broke. But we won't take the one that's best for us. And I think that's why it is. Now,
Hey
somebody
Terry,
hit this. Somebody hit it. Somebody said that they was women or men are afraid to be alone, to have somebody take care of them when they get older.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Terry,
do y'all
here's a
really think
here's
that's
here,
true?
here's a here's a good one here, Terry. and this is a long text, so I'm gonna try to read it. I don't have my glasses on, so it says in many instances, women confuse good, consistent sex from a man with love. It's not a good thing, but that's what happens. If a man knows he's going to be consistently getting some, he will do and say just about anything to keep it going. Um,
Hmm.
Example, take you out to
Mm.
eat occasionally, fix things around the house. Uh, we will get excited and think they love us,
Mm-hmm.
all while they hold other relationships with women who gets the total package. Women needs to think like men and do them exactly like they do us. That's an angry woman.
No, it's
Hold
true.
on, Henry.
That is
Somebody
true.
Somebody
said,
said,
"No
no
wonder
wonder you're
Henry can't
talking
talking
crazy,
crazy.
Henry.
He ain't got his glasses
Get them
on."
glasses on.
And Miss
Lord,
Laura said, Miss
go
Laura
ahead.
said, being with the wrong person is so much worse than being single.
That
True.
is true. But
Mm-hmm.
y'all
That's
said it
true.
earlier. Loneliness is a monster. You really have to
Mm-hmm.
accept that. Loneliness is a monster.
Mm-hmm.
Because your kids are grown. Only time you see them is maybe a birthday or something like that. Unless they got grandkids, you need to babysit or something of that nature. Other than that, they're too busy in their hustle and bustle of life. So basically, if you don't have older friends that you can hang out with, then you really just basically lonely for people. And so you do latch on to the first guy that comes by, or the first woman that comes by. You latch on to them. And
Well,
is that good? I don't know.
to that person that says I'm talking crazy because I ain't got my glasses on. When we go to a commercial, I will more than happily put my glasses on so you can get back to the old Henry. Okay.
Vonda, you want to read this one?
Yes. Some of you said, me and my ex-husband live together in support of life, but have our companions on the side.
Now
That's some
that's the new
Oh,
grown,
thing.
side
that's some
chick.
grown stuff.
Side
That
chick.
that's some grown stuff right there.
What's a
That's not a
sidekick?
side.
Yeah.
That's not a side chick. That's not a side piece,
No, they
Denise.
have their own companions, but they live together, live life together, but they
Right.
have their own relationships, and I guess it's working for
Right.
them.
Right.
Yeah,
I
They
mean,
live
you got
together. They live together
right,
financially to
right,
take care of everything.
exactly.
But the person that they really want to be with, they still kicking it with,
Yeah.
Well, that's a
and that's
side
cool.
piece.
That's not a
not,
side piece.
no, not
It
really.
No, I
is.
don't
They're
know.
not married.
They,
That is
they're
not a
not in a
side piece.
relationship. The two that's
That's
ex,
they're
they're
not
not
having
in
a
a
sexual
relationship.
relationship.
That's
It's
not a
just a
side
I
regular
thought
piece.
she said they were just,
She said
They
they're
just
ex.
living together
They
for
just live
oh,
financial
they're
together.
ex
reasons.
husband. They're
Yeah.
ex.
Yeah,
They're ex.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Right. Hmm.
and Laura says she lives alone and she ain't lonely. But the point, both
There you
points are
go.
good.
Hmm.
Points are good, but that's I have a couple of good friends that live with their exes and they are dating other people on both sides of the fence, and that makes it easy for raising children or grandchildren, finances, and so forth. So yeah, I think the only problem with that may be uh, if that person's still here. How do you date? Do you bring your date to the house? That's a good question. Does you or your ex-husband bring the date to the house, and how does that happen? Because that got
Hmm.
to be very interesting. But if you don't mind sharing, we will definitely get that out there and put it out there. Okay, I
You have
got
to
one for
really
you.
be okay.
Okay,
See, I
so
got.
do you think
Go ahead.
people are, settling a misalignment between their the expectations, desires, and the true passion for a relationship? Do
Here,
you think
here's a
that's why
comment.
people settle?
Here's a comment too, right along line with that. And
Hmm.
she says, "It is what it is. Sometimes women need to think more of themselves and stop settling for foolishness and make men treat them like the queens that they are. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Learn from
That's
your
right.
mistake. Learn from your
Hmm.
That's
mistakes.
right.
If you do better, you get better."
That's true.
And
That's
that's a
right.
good point.
Agree.
That's a good
I
point.
got I got a
Hmm.
good question on that. And I'm gonna go left on that because I need a good argument going so people can start hating me. What's a queen? Why is your woman if you the king? The king don't do nothing but what he want to do. He don't have to be nice to nobody. He the king. I'm just asking. So if you the queen, everybody but the king is treating you nice, not him. I don't know no kings, but I seen a couple of movies with the king. The king be like, "Shut up."
That's not
Well,
every king. That's not true. Well, go ahead, Henry.
well,
No,
We
I
gotta
said
do a
saw.
commercial.
that was your
We
opinion.
gotta do
Tell
a
me your
commercial.
opinion.
We
Was
gotta
it
do a
comfortable?
commercial.
Okay, let's do a commercial. Then you come back, Vaughn. I want to hear what you got to say.
Big dog picks. Let's get it! Match up for the week. Here's the scoop. Your boy Drone keep getting the loot. Underdog who will prevail. Stay tuned. Drone about to tell.
Now that was funny because the commercial was on my thing, but not on my on you on Facebook, but not on this. It was just blank here, so I don't know. Okay, Vonda.
No, okay. If it's a queen king, why can't there be a queen? I mean, that's like
I'm not
husband
saying
and
it's not a
wife.
queen.
What you what did you say? Maybe I misunderstood what
I
you
said
said.
I didn't. I said I don't know any kings. Okay, but what I said was I see the movies, and the king. Everybody kisses the king's butt, including the queen. But the king don't kiss. The king doesn't kiss the queen's butt because she's second in command. She's, I'm just asking.
So
That's
I
all.
mean,
are
I
you
wasn't
asking
trying to
why
be.
are we queens? Why do we call
Yeah,
ourselves queens? Is that
yeah, yeah, yeah.
because we are. Women are just as I mean, we're equal. We should be.
Vonda, I agree with you
Mm.
100%.
We got
100%. You are a queen. You should be treated like a queen because that's what you are. Look at what you do in the family, in the relationship. You are a queen. Now, to take it to a humorous site, um, I saw Coming to America, and the king took the queen back there and says, what do you like, my queen? Anything you like, sir. Okay, he said, bark like a dog. She said, roof, 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 you know, and that's what she did. She did everything the king told her
Mhm.
to do. But you can't do that. You got to be 50-50, 100%. You got to be the queen. You got to have the king treat you like the queen that you
Mhm.
are. And you got to treat me as the king that I am.
Exactly.
Facts.
Terry.
As the young folks say, big facts.
Well, Henry, I'm going.
period.
I'm gonna go.
Period.
I'm gonna go biblical on Henry
Okay.
because Henry did educated me in this last year with Bible study. What does the Bible say about that, Henry? Women are supposed to do what, Henry? What are women supposed to do?
Who?
What?
Well,
Well,
you are supposed to be subservient.
Mhm.
You're supposed to be subservient to the man if he's leading in the right way. You're
Yes.
not going to follow a
Right.
fool now. You know
Right.
what I'm
Thank
saying?
you, Henry.
Yeah, there you go.
Somebody
So
said,
there,
Henry, I
Terry.
can see you're not well because you're talking cray cray.
oh Lord, oh, that's a good one. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm not saying. There you go, Lord. I don't think it's. I think that what's
Lord
the
said, and
reason
in the movie, he didn't want someone like that,
He
someone
did
selfish
well
not.
like that.
He
They were
did
doing
not.
it
he did not.
right.
But if I can speak for men, I think a man wants a submissive woman. Now that word submissive needs to be broken down into terms because we're not talking about walking you around with a leash in the house, smacking you on your butt naked. What could be fun, but we're not talking about that right now.
No.
What we talk about by being submissive is understanding your role in that household. Because I think the problem sometimes is why we have loneliness is because this goes both ways now. Whoever is the majority breadwinner, we talked about this last week, I think, when he or she comes home, they expect certain things, but he or she at the house thinks they're just as important as the breadwinner. And sometimes it doesn't work like that. I mean, it's never fit. We talk about 50-50, but truly in life, there's no such thing as 50-50.
Mm-mm.
There's not.
Hmm.
So I think that loneliness is what you create. I agree.
And that's
If
true. That's true.
you know,
Because
a
being
lot of
lonely,
people back to that they living together. A lot of people stay with their spouse out of financial dependence.
you can be married and be lonely. You can
Yeah,
still be
that's
married
true.
and be lonely.
Oh,
That is
for
true.
sure. But do you think people stay from because of the financial situation?
Some people do. Yeah. Hmm.
I agree
Some
with
people stay
that.
for finance. Some people stay for children. You know, different things.
Hmm.
Okay, okay. What about socially pressure? Is it do you have to have a mate when you doing like a social event? Can you go alone?
No, I've went to social events alone. Yeah, I can go alone.
Okay,
I know a
okay.
lot of social events alone.
So
Third wheel.
but does the pressure from your peers
I
or
don't
do you
have pressure. I don't have
okay?
pressure
No,
from my peers like that. I think the more pressure comes from myself.
your
Me
own self, right?
me
Hmm.
feeling awkward and feeling, kind of less than sometimes, always going places alone. I had one guy to tell me one time, I always see you alone. There must be something wrong with you, or it
No,
must be.
no. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I said, "Oh no!" I said, "I just don't tolerate foolishness. I can't.
There
I
you
can't
go.
for it."
Duh.
But him seeing me by myself all the time equated something being wrong with me.
Okay, so
Well, yeah.
Who was he with when he said that to you?
Oh, he was working in a store that I was in. He was doing security in a store, and I was
Okay.
walking, and
Oh,
then
okay. I was
like,
gonna say he by himself too, so he must be something
no,
wrong with him.
he wasn't by himself at that time. He had a significant other, mate, or was in a relationship.
Laura came on and Laura said that there only could be two heads of a household.
No,
Do
there
y'all agree?
can't be. No, there can't be two
Right,
heads
this
There
but only
can't.
could be
of
one.
a household.
There can only be
Right.
one. I'm sorry, I did say can't be two
Mhm.
heads. You know. So
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, I'm putting Henry on the spot because that was the Bible. The Bible says a man's the head of the house. So I guess he's the one that should be in charge until he messes up.
Correct.
But
Right.
women nowadays, I have to be honest, women nowadays, y'all independent as what? So y'all ain't got time for some of that
They
man
have a
nonsense.
choice. Lots of women don't have a choice but to be independent.
Well, that's true, and you're strong at that too. It doesn't matter what color you are. I think it matters to your independence, and your independence that matters on your ability to make your own money and ability to handle your own business. When I mean business, I'm not talking about a business. I'm talking about keeping your household moving and stuff of that nature.
Hmm.
So
Cool.
I was just wondering. I was just wondering. Do you think people stay together because it's comfortable?
It's
Yeah.
familiar. Hmm.
Hmm.
I think
Some people just don't want
people have.
to look anymore. They don't want to date anymore. They don't want to try to go through all that anymore.
So what do you
So,
so also to those people then that just stand cause it's comfortable? Isn't marriage boring?
Well,
I mean, that,
not only marriage, but a relationship. You stay in a relationship because it's comfortable. You're comfortable. Um, Man, there's been people that has had extramarital affairs because it's comfortable, and they stay there. Well, I know she's gonna be cool or he's gonna be cool because there it is. They got stuff to lose, so we just gonna do that for the comfortness. And in a relationship, you try to. You sometimes you can find yourself walking around in eggshells on eggshells
Hmm.
because you will don't want to upset that mate, thinking that that mate will leave or do something else. Uh, but yeah, I agree with what you said, 100%, bro.
And
Vonda.
Miss Laura said
Well,
most of the men these days don't take care of things, so women have to lead.
well, now that is the exception to the rule, and that's where number two have to become number one. That's all I got to say. That is the biggest point of the whole conversation, and you know, just settling. And if you're not doing your job as a man, and your woman have to step up. The problem is the man still wants to be the man, but he really ain't the
Mm,
man. The woman is the man.
mm.
So,
Mm.
In a
you
lot of
know,
situations that,
a
yeah.
lot of situations like that. But my question is, if you're in a comfort zone or you're in a relationship, you settle for the relationship that you're in. Now they have a new option. The new option is called, except for the option that the couple take where they got divorced, but they living together. You got two married people that are in open marriage where they are allowed to date. Do you think that's a fix all to the problem?
No,
No,
I
I would
don't.
not have an open relationship.
No, I don't.
What's the
No.
purpose of being together? You gotta have an open relationship. What's the purpose?
Because they don't want to break up the family or the network. You know, we everybody. I think three of us already understand this. Henry doesn't because he's not divorced. But when you are divorced and you have somebody say, "Yep," for me, when you are divorced from your mate and you did a significant amount of time, you lose friends. You lose friends when that divorce come up. I don't know why you do, but you do because one side has to go with the other and so forth. It's like children; you got to take one and one go that way. So I just think to avoid all that, people just go straight to you go do your thing, I do my thing, and But I'm still waiting on that person to tell me how they date out in that situation. Do they do you sneak him upstairs?
Now
She
that's
sneak upstairs with him? I don't know, but I'm sure you need to let a brother know so we can put that word out there. People like that, so they'll know they do.
That the
Okay.
story said that's adultery.
Yeah.
Well, we don't. There it is, right there. We don't disrespect the home. Thank you so much to answer my question. That means you don't do it at home. Case solved. Case solved. I don't say that's adultery. I mean, the Bible says it's adultery, and if you're a Christian and you
Well,
believe it, but on that word Christian, I'm gonna take a side piece right now and go straight to what the hell's up with your boy Henry T. What's his name? TJ TD Jakes or something?
Sex trafficking,
What's
sex
up with that?
trafficking,
And, and,
TDJ.
and then the brother had the nerve to say, Henry, I can say a couple of Hail Marys and my sins will go away. That's just pitiful. What's up with that, man? What's up with that?
that's tough there, man. That's
He's a
that's
pervert.
He's a
tough.
pervert.
That's tough.
He's a pervert,
You
man.
know.
are all these things true though? Do we
They
know
Yeah,
them
probably
to be
yeah.
are.
true?
You know what?
I wouldn't doubt it.
If you got the
I'm not
feds,
saying they are,
if you
not saying
got
they
the
aren't, but
feds,
I mean,
I mean, they got
well, you
the
know what?
feds. Probably so. Probably so.
Yeah,
They
if
do
the
all that
feds are
stuff
in that
in
industry,
Hollywood and all that kind of stuff goes on, and then till they get caught, like Bill Cosby and all that mess and all that stuff. Yeah. Yeah. hmm
he's hanging with Puff Daddy, and
And
we
him and
know
Puff Daddy are
what
friends.
supposed. I wasn't there, thank God.
hmm
What Puff Daddy was doing in his organization was Puff Daddy's own personal business, but now it's not. And that stuff been going on in Hollywood, like that person just
Oh
said.
yeah.
It's been going on in Hollywood for years. I'm not. I told y'all in private what one of my friends said. I want to call his name, but he told me if I wanted to get into movies, he could hook me up. But the producer or the owner might want to do something, and I was like, I can't do that.
hmm
I can't do that. I can't do that. Money's good, but you got to have some type of integrity, you
Right.
know, because just as everything happened right now, all those cats got money, and then the next thing happened. Now everybody know your business. And I told somebody if I was in that situation, and hopefully I'll be given, I'll be pitching, not catching. But I would just come on and say, yeah, I did it. He let me do it. I did it. So what? But to sit here and deny it, that part. But the part I don't like about the other side of them people is children. That sex trafficking children and
Yeah.
stuff like that's just wrong. That's
Well,
wrong. A grown man and a grown woman can do what they want to do. I don't agree with people saying they make me do that. They make me do that. Uh, but somebody say it's hard being a gay black man. I don't know. I had a cousin that passed away. He was gay most of his life, and he didn't have no problem with it. He could still fight. So if you call him the wrong thing, he'd jump on you and beat you up. So, but a homosexual man is still a man. And I'm telling y'all out there, after seeing my cousin, rest in peace, Greg, he handles some business all the time when somebody says something to you. Yeah, I'm not saying you gay. I'm not saying
No,
you
he
gay.
said I'm gay, and I'm just telling you it's hard. That's what
Oh,
he
you
said.
are? Well, brother, take some self defense and whoop that. I'm sorry. That's your business. I'm proud you said that. But I always say, this is my business. If you're an adult and you messing with an adult, that's your business. I don't see why people got this. They lose friends. Yeah, they do. And that's wrong. That's wrong. All I can say is if you lose family because you're gay, your family didn't love you. Because if you notice, I said we loved him and we stayed with my cousin. And it's a lot of people, down there with Vonda on that DL down in the Atlanta area. So,
It ain't just
and that's
Atlanta,
another
bro.
reason why if I was a woman, I wouldn't be chasing after these in certain areas, just trying to chase a man. You will never know what you're gonna get.
That's true.
Little stanky stink on that stick. You know what I'm saying? Little stink still on that stick.
Ah,
My whole question on that, then we'll get back to the thing. If you like that kind of stuff, man, I got you. I got you. You more than welcome. Go ahead, there, commercial lady. Hook us up.
Hey, see, San Antonio got the best sandwiches.
Let me ask you, do you know who you are, sir?
Yo, I'm coming down to San Antonio to see if they got the best sandwiches.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna take you to a few spots. You let me know what you think, okay?
Yo, what's up? This bruh man from the fifth floor. And look at here. I'm searching for the perfect sandwich. So I want y'all to register at www.theafricanamericannetwork.com to join my sandwich community. It's gonna be all that. And look at here. Want y'all to invite me to your city if you think you got the perfect sandwich. And I ain't talking about no served sandwiches either. Peace.
Oh shit, bro, man, always mess up that syrup sandwich because you know what? If you grew up back when we did, and you'd had your parents didn't have that great job at that time because they were struggling because you had young parents, you understand what a syrup sandwich is.
Well,
So shout out to
I
brother
sent
man.
y'all the picture of this burger. Mine, you know what I'm saying?
That
Yours
burger
was
was
it good?
good.
Ooh, mine on fire,
Where
on
was it from?
It was on
on
fire.
fire. This little hole in the wall
Hmm.
caused Dave's. I mean,
That's what they do,
fried
man.
egg
That's what
on
they
it,
do. They
onion,
start out like
fried
that.
egg, onion, bell pepper. It was a turkey burger. Man, but it was on fire.
Hmm.
I ain't mad
It
at it.
looks
I
good.
bet you was. It looked like it was like, you know what? I'm just gonna be honest with you, and that's probably why you didn't lose no weight.
I tell you, there it is. Well, like,
For the viewers didn't know,
but check this out. There's no said this right here. That's our playground. She want to get up on that.
trampoline.
Yeah, like little slip and slide, little slip and slide. Yeah, some people like heavy diddly d.
rain down on me.
Well, I did tell them people that you cannot lose weight in those couple of weeks. I mean, you lose water weight. They have a bottle of water. You've got that weight back. So it takes a minute or two. You have to stay on that diet for a little bit.
Somebody
The problem with me and my frat brothers, we on a seafood diet. We see it, we want to eat it.
somebody said,
That's
Henry, I see you. Well, I don't know what that means.
Ooh,
Yeah.
now, I got a question. I don't know if we said this earlier, but do you stay with the person you went to prevent from being single? Did we talk about that already? To prevent from being alone, being
Yeah, I think
single.
we hit on it.
Yeah, we hit on it.
Well,
Mhm.
Okay.
the
Mm,
Lisa made a comment. I'm just now seeing it.
okay.
We settle because we don't know our worth. You have to love yourself before you can love someone else. When you know yourself, you know what you like, and each person sets their own boundaries and learns how to compromise. They are moving toward the same goal because they took the time to work in the relationship. True.
Cool.
Now, I'm not going to say anything negative about that, but I like to get you, especially you ladies, because me and Henry pretty much think alike. We've been knowing each other since the '80s, the early '80s, so I'm pretty sure we think alike. Which with Denise too and Vonda.
Right.
But my question is, what is worth? What is worth? I heard this all day yesterday when I was asking women this, and they said, "Well, my worth is this. What is your worth?" I don't understand that. So explain it to me. Is it your money you bring in? What you do? What's
It
worth?
can be part of it. Denise, you want
Your
to go ahead?
respect for yourself,
Mhm.
respect for yourself. Yeah, like she said, it could be you doing your own thing. My worth, the money you bring in. It could be, yeah,
It could be your whole total package, your whole being,
package.
how you are
Mm-hmm.
as a whole, as a
Mm-hmm.
person. That's your worth, and you have to know you yourself as a person and what you bring to the table and what um
You
you know
like?
right. So that's basic.
Okay, Henry,
I agree with Vonda.
what's your
I
definition?
agree with Vonda.
No, I'm talking about what's your worth as a man. As a man, what should we do as a man? What's our worth as a man?
Oh man, I think that's easy for me, man. My worth for me is I consider myself as a provider. You know what I'm saying? So, man, there was years and years before my wife even knew how to put gas in the car. You know what I'm saying? Because every week I'd take the cars, fill them up, and boom, she would. That was just something she didn't have to do. But that's what I see my role as, man, is being able to provide for her, my son, and my daughter, and that's just key for me, man. So that's just me.
Well, somebody said, "Well said, Henry." I just gotta. I'm gonna give this young man a plug. I like this new song come out, but it was not new, but the guy is new. He's a black gentleman from Canada. His name is Dax Dax. To be a man, he hits that song really hard because it's hard to be a man. But sorry, T Rex, that was for Vonda. I didn't say it was for me. I said somebody said,
No,
not
I think they
me.
were talking
But
about the
Vonda.
No,
comment. Yeah,
Right.
the comment
I said,
before
Oh,
you
well
said,
said.
yeah, about the
mm-hmm.
worth.
so but and the song says, and I believe this as a man. I don't know if Henry agrees with me, but I believe this as a man. Most of the time, your worth is what you provide for the house you in,
Oh, that's
and they
good.
don't treat you like you worth. They just treat you like calm down, muscles. They just treat you. They just treat you like they just treat you like a second citizen in your own home, man.
Right.
And a lot of cats, like myself, we got a little PTSD going on, and y'all, everybody need to understand because you didn't serve in the military or play contact sports, you still can have PTSD.
Right.
Women got PTSD if they married to a man who put hands on them because every time a flinch, they jump.
Right.
And I am not definitely not condoning that. You never put well, you should put your hands on a woman, but you shouldn't put your hands on a woman in a violent way,
Mhm.
if you know what I mean by putting them on a woman.
Yeah.
Uh, but other than that, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. But that's how, as a man, that song resonates to me because I feel like no matter what you do, if I lose my job or can't pay the bills, now I look like I'm less of a man. Is that fair to a man? Because at the time, a woman would be like, "Oh, we doing this, we doing that," because they're moving in the same direction together. He slip and fall instead of her trying to help him up, they dog him,
Mhm.
and that's wrong.
That's not right.
And I think
Right.
go ahead. I'm sorry, Denise. I didn't hear you, Denise.
Oh, I
No,
was
that's
just saying.
go ahead, Denise. Go ahead.
I was just saying that's not right because I mean a lot of things are out of your control or whatever. But you're not gonna
Hmm.
kick somebody down and keep beating them down when they're down. You know, you're gonna try to uplift that person and try to come together, communicate. That's where communication comes in, and communicate and try to get to a resolution. But you're not gonna just beat somebody down, for something that's happened that's out of their nature or whatever.
Mhm.
A good woman wouldn't do
I
it.
tell you
I'll
all.
say that. Like you said, Denise, a
Hmm.
good woman wouldn't do that.
Well,
Exactly.
she might be a good woman while things. You know what? I'm gonna say this. And this goes for anybody. You is good as long as everything's going good. As long as everything's good, you're good. You need to be good when things go bad. That's when you're supposed to have somebody's back,
Hmm.
not go out. And the bad thing about, men, we don't talk about that in our groups unless it's a health group where we talk figure out things out. But I do know, and I've heard it, where women to sit down and dog they man to other women or to another man. Why you out here? Because he ain't this. And his penis size, his wallet size. You married that man. That's your man. Good or bad. You know. But that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying all women do that, but I think just for a man, that's a bad situation because now he's feeling bad, and 9 times out of 10, we either do three things. Most drastic things: commit suicide. We either drink or turn to drugs, and then we're done.
What
Mhm.
what Terry, I'm gonna
And all
tell
we
you
need to
this,
hoe our
bro.
pros. So
Terry, I'm gonna tell you like this, and I'll tell you, Vonda and Denise too. If you ever hear that I have committed suicide, I want y'all to go get Barnaby Jones, Kojak, them guys that ain't never lost a case, and put them on the case because it ain't true. I'm not gonna hurt myself. I'm in love with me because if nobody else love me, man, I'm in love with me. Ooh, boy, look at this pretty guy right now. I'm about ready to go in this boy Henry. What? You know what I'm saying? I love me.
well,
Well, that's the way you should be. Hey,
Definitely.
somebody said we knew it, Henry.
somebody said we knew this here.
See,
I'm
I
just
got my
saying. I
glasses
mean,
on now. I got my glasses on now. I'm back. I'm back.
You got your
I'm
power
telling
back,
you.
right?
See, y'all see Clark Kent, Superman. Clark Kent, Superman.
Laura said. Laura said Superman.
You
This is what
better
Laura
keep them
said.
on all time because Superman needs to see too.
Laura
Say
said.
what,
Laura
bro?
said.
I'm
Separated married people should date either. They should stay married.
No, they are still married.
Stay married, still married.
Separated people,
But what's the difference?
separated married people, separated married people shouldn't date either. They are still
Why
married.
Hmm.
not? If they're not
If they're
happy,
separated, is what she's saying. Well, she's saying if they're
They
separated,
still, if they're not
they should
divorced.
still married. Right.
I
I
can't
thought
slow
that
my
was called the
roll,
open
yo.
marriage. If it's open game, it's open game, right? If you sit down and your old girl say, "Yeah, we can do this," then you do it. If you agree,
Does that make it
married or
right
not
though?
married.
Like,
Somebody say I highly disagree.
That's
I
that,
highly
Laura.
disagree at that, Laura. Yeah, they call that. They call that. I mean, most time people cheat, and I've said this 100 times. I can't tell you how to keep your marriage, but if you want to jack it up, I can tell you. Sometimes when people cheat, it's just physical. It's just physical. It's
yeah.
physical. It becomes emotional once they know that person. That's when the problem starts. If it's just sex, it's just sex. But the more you have sex with that person, obviously you save more time with that person. I always say, you know, I don't know what women always think about this, and I always got no. I can say that. I got no from 2 women. If you have date night, that should be a little freaky deaky night. Because let's be real, we was freaky deaky. That's what got us. You wasn't talking about no disrespect, holy didn't die when we was dating. You was doing what you had to do to keep a man happy. Now we married. You telling me go out and get you a freak. I don't do that. Well, you did it 2 years ago, however long you've been married. That's the problem. And that's why people have relationship issues. And that's why people stay together and settle for a relationship, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's wrong. I think that's wrong if it's a man or a woman. Now, I do have a question for you since we talked about settling. Let's talk about, okay, somebody said this. Vonda, read that because I'm going to tear it up.
It said whatever arrangements a married couple have is theirs.
I agree. I agree. Now, everybody can tone on this. One of the married couple has some kind of physical illness or something of that nature, and
Terminal
the
illness.
other person still wants to have relations. Is it wrong for them to go out and have relations?
And they're married.
The other person can't do it.
Oh,
Mm.
You know,
oh,
men get to a certain age, they get erectile
Oh, you talking about
disorder.
some kind of terminal
Women,
illness or something?
some
Um,
kind of illness or
yeah.
some type of illness. Yeah, some type of illness.
Well, I think that's
You think they
something
should
that they
do it?
need to discuss. As a married couple, as you went back to what you were saying earlier, I think it's something
Yeah.
they need to discuss as a married couple, to make sure each one understands what we're respecting here. I know that I got a terminal illness, and I'm not trying to keep you from being satisfied when I can't satisfy you. So we need to discuss this. Are we gonna go out, like you said, or what kind of conclusion are we gonna come to, so that we still be happy?
Okay. Vonda, I saw your head tilt. What you think? I
No,
saw that head tilt.
I was just listening. I mean, I guess if you're married, you're married, but like Denise said, I mean, to each his own.
So if you married and I'm just gonna put me and you in the situation, and we get to an age where you're still very active, and my old butt can't do nothing no more. Freddie's just dead. What we gonna do then? What you gonna do then? You still got the urge.
Well, if you, I mean, if you're terminally ill and like if you're dying, I don't think I don't. You
She
know,
said, "Bye,
I
Big
just,
Daddy."
I don't, I
Go
just,
ahead.
I guess never say never what you would or wouldn't do. But I just cannot see myself if my spouse is dying, or
You don't have to be
I
dying.
just can't.
We're not gonna go
I
that
just
far.
can't. I don't know. I can't see myself doing. Yeah.
I'm not
But
saying this. The
I,
problem is mine. It says, well, somebody with it.
problem
The
is
problem
mind your business.
I'm just saying, I was talking about they was dying. I was talking about like if he had erectile disorder, he
Yeah.
couldn't get it up. Blue pill didn't work, pump didn't work. You know, I'm sure it's something you could, if you really create it as a man,
Right.
you could figure it out to keep your woman happy. But I think that's a good. I mean, but that's a good reason to stay if your person is willing, to do that for you. Uh, I don't know. That's a good one.
That's a
That's a
good
real
one.
good one. Henry, what would you do?
um,
What would you recommend to one of your frat brothers if he was in that situation?
I would say that
Stay out of people's marriages.
I would say that there are alternative methods.
But not every situation
if
can
it
be.
was me,
But not
if
every
it was me,
situation can be
I
an
tell you,
alternative. I mean, there may not be an alternative method.
that's it. For me, I would just simply say, get you a call guy, because that way it ain't gonna get back to nobody. Because it's just business. It's a business transaction. It ain't love. The problem, like I said earlier, is you go out starting to be lust. The next time relations hit, and that's when you have problems. So if you just go out, my grandma always said it. Rest in peace, grandma. She said prostitutes had a purpose. They did that freaky, nasty stuff that the wife didn't have to do, and then the husband could go get that done, come on home and handle business. And that makes a lot of sense to somebody like me that grew up in Toledo, Ohio, and that's what happened. But that might not make sense to everybody else. But my grandma was on point. She said they had a purpose. And I think, and if I was ill and couldn't perform, I would want my spouse, especially, if I'm dumb enough to marry a younger woman and I'm 80 and she's 60 and she's still in her groove, and I'm like, hey, that blue pill ain't kicked in 3 weeks. So
Well, if
I
well if she
go
if she
ahead.
going out and getting serviced, she might be in the doctor getting that shot.
It don't matter. I can't do nothing either anyway. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not saying that we got all the answers, but I think what we was talking about there, and y'all help me if I'm wrong. People settle for various different reasons. That's their reason, and as that person said, that's their relationship. So I think we should stay out of it. The problem is one of the two in that relationship brings it back in. Oh, we got a new one there. We got a Miss Parker's in here. Felicia Parker's here. What's up, Felicia? Patricia. I'm sorry, that's Patricia.
It's Patrice Inman
Patrice.
Parker.
Oh, okay. I couldn't see. I'm sitting back here. Come on, fine. It says.
Somebody said, "Come find me when you're 80, T-Rex."
What?
They just want my pensions. That's all they want, is my little pensions, man. They want my little $4 in the 80s. Well, hello there, Miss Parker. I like that from Friday. Hey, Miss
I
Parker.
knew.
And she look
that
kind of
might
cute
be the
from
Miss
here
Parker
too.
from the TV show now. She
I ain't
she
mad at her.
chased
She
the
looking
she
kind of
chased
cute
the
from here.
professor. She chased the professor.
Anyway, so that's what I believe. I mean, and we all got our issues, right? You know, we all got our vices, and we got our issues. But I do think, as a person that messed things up, pensions,
We'll start.
that pension and that arrangement. Okay, why is that? Why people say that? That can be arranged? Hmm. Okay, Miss Parker, we're going to have to get together and talk about that
No,
when I'm 80.
Lord.
That wasn't her. That wasn't her that said
I
that.
know, but Miss Parker cute. I can see,
Now,
I might
see,
not be bright, but let me quit for her husband come jump on me. I'm sorry. I'm just
But
playing, Miss
watch
Parker.
out.
Hey, I think
watch
that's
I
out.
him
go
looking in
outside.
the
I know
window.
Mr. Parker. Miss Parker may be across the street. He outside waiting with a baseball bat for me to come. I was just teasing. I'm having fun. I'm sorry. But but no, give us your advice, Miss Parker. We got 7 minutes left. So if you want to tell us what we're talking about, join in, please. I said don't start. But the truth of the matter is that's what happens, and it's happening every day. And it's happened to our friends, our relatives, our co-workers, people that we know but we're not close to. It's happening to them. And if they don't share it with you, uh, they're holding up that misery in themselves. So I don't know what advice you would give a close friend. I hope that you wouldn't say right away, leave that other person. I hope you would guide them to some type of therapy, because that's where the therapists make their money, so they happy
Well,
when
we
I'm
know
saying
what
that.
Denise would say. She said, "See you, wouldn't want to be you."
You know what?
Denise said it's a cold, cold world.
I want to.
I'm just
I
a
want your
squirrel trying
pension
to get
and
a nut.
sexual arrangement.
I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut.
She said. Somebody said freeze the world. Somebody said I want your pension and sexual arrangement. Laugh out loud. Miss Parker said something. Miss Parker
I
said,
hate to. She said, "I
"Go
hate
ahead,
to
read it."
miss. I hate to miss the discussion. I think we try to give people the benefit of the doubt until they
Mhm.
show you who they are, and you've already gotten involved." That's true.
That is true.
Hmm.
That good advice, Miss
That's
Parker. I'm
true.
Trying to
glad you
give
came
somebody a
on.
chance, they blow it.
Right.
Well, I don't know why. Okay, this is we're done with that topic. Since we're just going to hit that for the next 5 minutes. Why do y'all think men are the most smartest creatures on this planet?
Because we are.
Who?
Because we
What?
are.
Who's the
Because we are.
smartest?
What?
Because we are.
I said,
Absolutely not.
why do women think men are the smartest? You want us to be smart.
Oh,
You want us to be smart, right?
Mm.
You want us to do all these smart things, and then you're gonna tell us to do something. You know we gonna mess it up. Somebody said dumb asshole.
Dumbasses.
You know we
That's
gonna
right.
mess it up.
Dumbasses. Mm.
Who
We
said
gonna
y'all
mess
were
it
the
up.
smartest? I know that
I don't know
wasn't
who
me,
said
but
that. They
I
lied.
know, I'm just saying.
Mm.
I'm just saying that's the truth. Y'all be like, well, you need to do this, and you know we ain't gonna do it. We wake up in the morning here and talk about, damn, I was supposed to do something. Hell, at my age, I can go downstairs right now knowing I want to get a bottle of water, open up the refrigerator, and forget what I'm looking for.
well, that happens to all of
No,
us.
that's
But
right.
So
you know,
why
but some men do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, they
You
do.
know, they're not all.
Yeah, not all men.
Yes.
That's right.
Henry
okay.
throwing his hands up like that's me.
Miss Parker said, laugh out loud.
Somebody
We prove
Somebody
said,
that
said
you think.
you and Henry proved not to be the smartest.
Okay. Now see, I'm a, I want y'all to read Miss Parker's statement before me and Henry address
yeah.
that one. But Miss Parker, go ahead, Vonda, read what Miss Parker said.
He says, "LOL, we just let you think y'all are
There
the
you
smartest
go.
ones."
She's right.
Thank
Okay,
you,
so,
Mr.
so
Mm-hmm.
you know what? Now to the person who said we ain't smart, Henry, we proved that we're not the smartest. At least Miss Parker, she's smart enough to say not you ain't the smartest, but she let you think you are. So she
Right.
faked the funk. I like what Miss Parker said. We might not be the baddest, smartest potato in that bunch, but if you make me feel like it, I might turn to some French fries one day. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? That's what
mm.
I'm talking about.
Not the
So
French
Was
to
fries.
that
that
supposed
person
to
said me
be
and Henry ain't the
was
smartest.
that supposed to be something to get ketchup or something? I mean, I don't know.
Crinkles? Are you
Or you
crinkle
crinkle or
fries?
straight? I don't know.
Well, we
Shoestring.
straight. Henry, we had that one together. Then
Right.
we straight.
The steak and shake
Ooh,
fries.
oh Lord. Oh, she said yes, Big Daddy. Laugh out loud. That's what I'm talking about. Henry. Ooh, she's speaking our
My
language.
what?
Just playing again, Miss
What?
Park. Don't have your man come over here jumping
My
up me.
Yo,
what?
funny.
But it's true, you know. Now back to that person. Me and Henry ain't that smart. I have to defend ourselves. Me and Henry both got multiple degrees now.
Facts.
Now Henry's might be in real good stuff. Mine's like basket weaving, toenail
But you
clipping.
got it. But you got it. You know,
Yeah, but I
but I'm
got it.
telling and see, I'm gonna tell that person here, see, because I'm gonna come out the bag on you. I'm from Memphis. This ain't what you want. Holla at your boy.
Oh, oh,
Somebody said
said we on a short bus, Henry.
diplomacy.
say what?
Short bus diplomacy.
Oh, Miss Parker said, well, when's the next discussion? Miss Parker, we on every Sunday. I don't know where you at, but it's 6 o'clock on the Pacific, 7 in the Central, right, y'all?
Yeah.
And
Hey,
then 8 Central, and then 9 on Eastern Standard Time.
She
So
said
wherever
Tennessee
you at,
what?
that's what time would be on.
Tennessee
But
what?
Tennessee
Tennessee what?
what?
Hey, hold on now. You know everybody on here got that Tennessee background.
Tennessee whiskey.
yeah.
Oh, she down in Santa. See Texas. There we
Oh,
go. Henry.
Texas is real.
Texas, well,
Dallas,
we going to
Texas.
we
It's
going
San
to
Antonio.
Texas. We going to Texas.
Yeah.
Henry got
Let's
off
go
the
to
airplane in
Let's
Texas.
go
There
to
was nobody
Texas.
waiting on.
When I went to Houston, wasn't nobody waiting on me, man. I'm sitting there, man, looking, man, where the people at?
Oh,
Somebody said
okay. All right,
I
y'all.
already fake a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, look at her face. She said, "Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it before we go, Denise. Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say that."
Well, I already fake a lot of stuff.
All right, everybody. Real quick, give us about tell everybody goodbye so we can move on.
Are we saying goodbye? Goodbye.
Yes.
Yeah, unless the producers think we can get a couple more. Can we get a couple more minutes, producer? Or are we done? We got a minute left. Yeah, go ahead and say goodbyes. We got a minute left. Go ahead, Denise. We'll start with you.
Thanks everyone for watching. I had a good show tonight. Keep watching us on Sunday nights and have a blessed week. And thank you everyone for watching TNT.
Okay, Vonda.
Thank you. I had a lot of views tonight, especially my sister. She finally got a chance to tune in, and I see a lot of other friends. I'm not gonna start calling names, but thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate it. And tune in next week for another episode of whatever
Duh.
we got going on.
Henry, go
Hey, I
ahead.
want to say big shout outs to my girl Dawn down there in South Carolina. I think this is your second national championship in the women's basketball. Mine, Dawn, keep doing the thing. South Carolina, big ups to you. Them Tennessee Volunteers coming at you next year, my girl.
Yes, Miss Parker. They queens and they hold it down. We wouldn't be nowhere without them.
Thank you.
Especially with that redhead calling Henry Big Dad.
Big Daddy.
Anyway, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be here next week again. If you have of any topics that you'd like for us to talk about, hit us on our DM, let us know, and we'll pass it on to the producer. And if we can find something that we ain't got to cuss about, because we want to cuss all, but me and Henry do. The girls don't want to cuss. Now Denise might, but anyway.
I'm gonna get some muscles. I'm gonna get some muscles.
You want to give Henry?
I'm gonna get me some muscles.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Oh boy. Cool.
That was pretty good, y'all.
Yeah.
I think so.
Are we still on?